welcome to Movements of the Week. I'm Johnny.
I'm Vincent.
We're at Flagship CrossFit in San Francisco, California. We're continuing on with the bar series and Olympic lifts. Today, what are we doing, Vincent?
We're going to talk about jerks, specifically the power or push jerk and the split jerk, and how to perform them.
All right, let's do it. Let's go to the floor. Let's see what he's talking about.
So the jerks are a continuation of the clean. So in competition, it would be the clean and jerk. Both jerks are acceptable, power or push jerk, and the split jerk. So we're going to talk about both of them today. So the power jerk is just from the front rack position. There's a dip and a drive, and you're going to punch that weight up and drop underneath it and catch in like a quarter squat. The split jerk is a little faster. It's used a little more often, a little more commonly in competition. And it's the same principle, except instead of catching with your feet in relatively the same position, you're actually going to split your feet out to get a nice wide base to help support that heavy weight you've got over your head. So the first thing you'll need to do is clean the bar to get into position. So once you've got the bar up in the rack, nice and comfortable, you want it sitting on the delts. It needs to be in contact with your shoulders, right? You can't be holding it out and away from you to do this properly. There needs to be contact between you and the bar so you can impart some momentum into it as you do this. So you'll set your feet, right? You'll get a nice dip. You really want to establish the dip. Make sure it's nice and controlled. You don't want to beat the bar down and let it crash on you like that, right? Set the dip. Once you get the punch, you want to throw that bar up, and then catch. Stand it up. Nice tall position, right? Wrist, shoulder, hips, feet all in line. So you'll start with the split jerk in the same manner that you did the power jerk. The only difference is you're going to split the feet out. Now remember, it's not a lunge, right? You want to step through the jerk, and the back foot is more like a kickstand. All right? So, you'll dip. Now when you drive up and throw the bar, you'll split the feet out and catch. Then you'll bring the feet together and recover. So in the split jerk, right, the feet will actually have to replace. So as you drive up from here, you'll dip, and as you push up, the back foot's going to hit first, and you'll have that heel up and the knee bent, right, as your kickstand. Then you'll step through and get that front foot forward. All right, nice and flat, nice wide split, good base of support. Now what you want to do to recover is you want to make sure that front foot comes back first, then the back foot comes forward. All right, if you try to step forward too often, what's going to happen for most people is you'll lean into it, and you'll lose that bar forward as you're trying to recover. So, for most people, try to do the front foot first, then the back foot.
All right, Vincent, so that was the power jerk and the split jerk.
Yep, pretty abbreviated version of it, but you kind of get the gist. Again, like I said last time, if you really want to learn, you should go out and find a good coach and talk to them and get a program written up and have somebody keeping an eye on you while you're doing these.
Yeah, and speaking of the abbreviated version, if you have any questions you have that relate to any of these lifts, always feel free to leave comments so that we can give you better answers, and also it can point us in the direction of creating another video, maybe giving you a more complete answer to your questions. Thanks for joining Movements of the Week. I'm Johnny.
I'm Vincent.
We'll see you again soon.